Hi, future UGC NET qualifiers. Welcome back to arpitakarwa.com, your one-stop destination for UGC NET preparation. Today, we are diving into another fascinating and crucial topic, that is the most important German writers that are frequently repeated in UGC NET exam. German writers have gifted the world with profound literary masterpieces that explore complex ideas, human emotions, and philosophical questions. Their works often delve into themes like individuality, freedom, society, and human condition in general. These authors not only shaped German literature but also had a lasting influence on global literary traditions and thoughts. In this video, we will discuss their major contributions and why understanding their works is so critical and crucial for UGC NET English exam. So, without any further delay, let's dive into the topic. So, friends, the first German writer we are going to talk about is Hermann Hesse. Now, let's dive into why he's so important for your UGC NET preparation. Hermann Hesse was a celebrated German novelist as well as an essayist who explored deep psychological and social and philosophical themes in almost all his works. He was born in 1877 and his writings often focused on self discovery and spirituality as well as on this very beautiful struggle to find meaning in life. Harmony's contribution to literature earned him Nobel Prize in Literature in 1946, cementing his place as one of the most influential writers of 20th century. Now, before I dive in and talk about his most famous works which are frequently repeated in NET exam, let me tell you that we have created a special PDF that summarizes this entire video and provides you with exam ready notes. So you just have to drop a message on the WhatsApp number that is flashing on your screen, or you can click on the WhatsApp link that's there in the description box, and we are going to send the handy PDF right on your phone. Now, let's quickly look at the chronological list of Hermann Hesse's most famous works. You can see that on your screen, and I'm sure that anybody who has pursued their masters in English would know that out of all the five works, the most important one is Siddharth. Now, let us quickly look at the plot of this particular novel because this is frequently asked in NET exam. So, Siddhartha, as a novel, talks about the story of Siddharth, a young man who is searching for inner peace and meaning in life. He explores different paths from living in luxury to practicing extreme simplicity, जो बोलते हैं ना minimalism आजकल कि सब कुछ हटा दिया, आपके पास कुछ limited कपड़े हैं, कुछ limited gadgets हैं, and that is how simple your life is going to be. So he also practiced minimalism, but eventually he learns that the true enlightenment comes from within himself. Hermann Hesse combines lessons from Eastern philosophy. I'm sure you must be aware of Gautam Buddha. So वहाँ से वो Buddhism से lessons लेके आते हैं, as well as he's also going to serve it with a pinch of personal reflection, encouraging readers to think about deeper life purpose. So that was Hermann Hesse for you. Now let's move on to the next important writer. Okay, so the next writer today we are going to explore is Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, a name you simply can't miss in your UGC NET preparation, and here's why. Now, Goethe was a German writer, poet, and statesman who is considered one of the most important figures in German Romanticism and classical literature. He was born way back in 1749, and his works beautifully combine myth, philosophy, and social commentary. His works often focus on themes like search for knowledge and self discovery, just like we saw that when we were looking at Hermann Hesse. So, a very similar tone we can even see in Johann's work. Now, Johann wasn't just a literary genius, his influence extended to philosophy, science, and even cultural movement, shaping ideas that resonate globally even today. Now, if you're looking for video lectures where I explain plot of all the important works written by all these German writers, then you can enroll in my online course for UGC NET English, because we are very happy to announce that we've launched India's first animated video course wherein we have explained more than 500 novels, plays, and poems in a very engaging manner. For more details, you can check out the description box. Now it's time to look at Johann's most important works written in chronological order, because that's what UGC nowadays keeps on asking. So you can see the list on your screen. Now, out of all these, I'm pretty sure that you would know that Faust Part 1 and 2 is one of the most important work, because if you remember the Elizabethan era, Dr. Faustus was written. And this work, Faust, is very, very similar to Dr. Faustus and the myth associated to Dr. Faustus. So let's quickly look at the summary of this work. It's about Dr. Faust, a man who feels unhappy and bored with his life. To change that, he makes a deal with Mephistopheles, the devil, or sometimes we call him Lucifer or Satan, to exchange his soul with unlimited knowledge and experience. That means that he made a pact with the devil, saying that if devil grants him unlimited knowledge and experience, in return, in lieu of that, he's going to give his soul, and the devil can take his soul to hell and can do whatever he wants with the soul. So this is the pact on which Faust Part 1 and 2 is based. And if you are already aware of Dr. Faustus' fate as per written by Christopher Marlowe, I'm sure that you would know that the same thing happens with Faust also in this particular book, because he keeps on facing tough moral questions throughout the book, and later, towards the end, when his soul is taken away by the devil, he regrets that why did he pursue unlimited knowledge. And there are a lot of biblical references, a lot of Christian references and anecdotes that keep on popping up. There are a lot of symbols uh, that are very, very fundamental to this novel, where blood symbolizes Christ's blood. Then there are a lot of places where you will see that वो Hamlet वाला dilemma even Dr. Faustus को भी face करने को हो रहा है, to be or not to be, करूँ या नहीं करूँ. Devil जो बोल रहा है, should I go ahead and do that, or should I follow the path of Christianity? So it's a very, very complex work, beautifully written, and I think that anybody who loves reading mythology should at least read this book once. And finally, friends, let's talk about Thomas Mann, an important German writer you need to know for your UGC NET preparation. Thomas Mann was a German novelist and essayist known for writing about human emotions, society, and moral questions. Just like we saw all the other German writers, and if you have watched my videos on Russian literature and French literature, I'm pretty sure that you will see that these kind of themes keep on popping up throughout world literature. Now, talking about Thomas Mann, he was born in 1875, and he often wrote about struggles between art and life and challenges faced by German society. And he won Nobel Prize in Literature in 1929, showcasing how his work kind of shaped modern literature. And a lot of people have always looked upon his works for inspiration. Now, if you look at the chronological list of his most important works, you can see the 5 major works right there on your screen. Now, I'm pretty sure that those who have gone through the PYQs of UGC NET English, they would know that Death in Venice, Magic Mountain, and Dr. Faustus. These are 3 works that they keep on asking repeatedly. But if you ask me that, okay, out of these 5, which is the must know, then I would say it is Death in Venice, because recently most of the questions are coming from Death in Venice. So let's look at the summary very quickly. The story talks about a man, and काफी German name hai, so just bear with me when I pronounce this name. So his name is Gustav von Aschenbach. Okay, it's a German name, and he is an aging and successful writer who travels to Venice to relax and to find inspiration. While there, he becomes deeply fascinated with Tazio, who is a young boy who seems to represent pure beauty and perfection. So एक aging writer है जो अचानक से एक young youthful boy को जब देखता है तो वो बहुत fascinate हो जाता है. But his obsession keeps on growing. So if you've watched this Netflix ka series you can actually relate it with this work, because You is also about extreme possessiveness and obsession. उसमें भी एक boy होता है who follows a girl, and he's so possessive that he kind of suffocates her. The same thing happens here, and this man Gustav's obsession grows. and his life begins to fall apart. The city of Venice, which is battling with a disease, which is cholera, there's a cholera outbreak right there. It reflects the inner turmoil of the main protagonist. And this beautiful story captures the tension between pursuit of beauty and moral consequences of losing one's inner control. And it also explores beautiful themes like desire, art, and obsession. And I would really recommend that anybody who is preparing for UGC NET should at least go through the summary, because काफी बार कैरेक्टर या कुछ बहुत ही बेसिक क्वेश्चंस आपसे पूछ लिए जाते हैं from this work. Okay, now is the time to look at some solved questions from German literature that has been asked in recent UGC NET English exams. So the first question is from Herman Hesse Siddhartha, and the question says that this work was originally written in which language? And since Siddhartha was translated in English, not a lot of people know that it is actually a German work. Okay, we've already discussed Siddhartha in detail, and we've discussed Hermann Hesse, who was a German writer and who wrote this work in German language. Then comes the next important question, and the correct answer is Picaro. Why? Because the heroes in these stories, Don Quixote, Tom Sawyer, Felix Krull, are all adventurous and clever characters who live by their wits. Okay, a Picaro is someone who goes on exciting adventures, often breaking rules or acting very mischievously. If you look at the works like Don Quixote, or you look at Tom Sawyer, which is a wonderful work written by Mark Twain, or you look at Felix Krull's clever schemes, all of these works show the quality of a Picaro, making it the right choice. So, a lot of people get confused कि literary terms and devices जो है वो syllabus में mention नहीं है UGC net में. So why should we read? This is the reason why you should read, because Picaro is a character or a term that you will find in an M.H. Abraham's glossary of literary term. And if you've not gone through that work, then you will not be able to answer this question. Okay, so that is the reason why everything is intertwined. So even if they've not mentioned literary movement or literary terms and devices in the official syllabus of UGC NET, you cannot ignore it, because some way or the other they are going to get their entry in the question paper. Okay, if you're looking for more PYQs on German literature, then you can check out our exclusive mock test series, which provides you with 3000 plus topic wise questions. Plus, after every test, you're going to get a detailed performance report and your ranking in the All India leaderboard, which will help you to spot your weak and strong areas. That's it from my side for this video lecture. We'll meet very soon in the next video lecture. Till the time we meet next, happy learning, keep loving literature, and stay tuned to arpitakarwa.com.